Mixing cloves with cinnamon may trigger irreversible changes in your body. What if two spices sitting inside your kitchen cabinet could affect your blood sugar, digestion, circulation, liver, and even the way your blood clots? Cinnamon and cloves have been used for centuries in teas, desserts, traditional remedies, and natural health preparations. Today, millions of people are mixing these two ingredients and drinking them every morning, believing the combination can melt fat, reverse diabetes, eliminate inflammation, and cleanse the body. But there is something most people are never told. The same natural compounds that make cinnamon and cloves biologically active can also become dangerous when consumed incorrectly, especially in concentrated amounts. For some people, this mixture may slightly support blood sugar control and provide antioxidant compounds. For others, particularly those taking certain medications or living with liver disease, it may produce unwanted and potentially serious effects. And there is one form of clove that you should never casually add to a homemade drink. Stay with me, because later in this video, I will explain the difference between ordinary cloves and concentrated clove oil, why the type of cinnamon matters, and which warning signs mean you should stop immediately. Before we begin, remember that this video is for educational purposes. Cinnamon and cloves are foods, not replacements for prescribed medications or professional medical care. Now, let us discover what can really happen when these two powerful spices enter your body together. The truth behind this popular combination, cinnamon and cloves, both contain naturally occurring plant compounds. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, polyphenols, and aromatic oils. Cloves contain particularly high concentrations of a compound responsible for their strong smell and numbing sensation. These substances have demonstrated antioxidant, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory activity in laboratory research. However, laboratory activity does not automatically mean that drinking a cup of cinnamon clove tea will cure disease inside the human body. This is where many internet videos become misleading. There is human research examining cinnamon by itself, particularly in relation to blood sugar. But there is far less reliable clinical evidence proving that cinnamon and cloves together create a unique medicinal reaction. In other words, combining the spices does not suddenly transform them into a miracle drug. The effects depend on the type of cinnamon, the amount consumed, how frequently it is used, the person's health, and any medications being taken. That distinction could protect you from making a serious mistake. What may happen to your blood sugar? One of the most common reasons people drink cinnamon and clove tea is to lower blood sugar. Some controlled studies have found that cinnamon supplementation may produce modest improvements in fasting glucose, insulin resistance, or other metabolic markers in people with prediabetes. or type 2 diabetes. However, results have not been completely consistent, and researchers still disagree about the most effective form, dosage, and duration. That means cinnamon may be helpful as part of a healthy lifestyle, but it should never be treated as a substitute for diabetes medication, exercise, weight management, or an appropriate diet. The evidence supporting cloves for blood sugar control is even more limited. Much of the research has used isolated compounds, concentrated extracts, animals, or laboratory cells, rather than ordinary clove tea. Consumed by humans, this does not mean cloves are useless. It simply means that claims are often much stronger than the evidence. There is also a potential danger. Someone taking insulin or glucose-lowering medication may add several natural products at the same time, hoping to reduce blood sugar faster. If glucose falls too low, the person may experience sweating, shaking, weakness, dizziness, confusion, blurred vision, or even loss of consciousness. Never change the dosage of diabetes medication based on a homemade drink. A cup of spiced tea cannot tell you what your blood glucose level is. Only proper monitoring can do that. Your body receives a powerful dose of aromatic compounds. When cinnamon and cloves are placed in hot water, some of their aromatic compounds enter the drink. You may feel warmth in the mouth, throat, or stomach. You may also notice increased saliva production and a temporary feeling of improved digestion. For some people, a mild tea may feel soothing after a heavy meal. The aroma can also make an unsweetened drink more enjoyable, which may help someone replace sugary beverages that could indirectly support better health. But stronger does not mean better. Making an extremely concentrated tea with large quantities of cinnamon powder and many cloves may irritate the mouth, throat, or digestive tract. Sensitive individuals can experience nausea, abdominal discomfort, heartburn, diarrhea, or an allergic reaction. If your mouth burns, your throat becomes irritated, or your stomach feels painful, do not assume this is evidence that the drink is removing toxins. Pain and irritation are warning signs, not proof of detoxification. The antioxidant effect is real, but often exaggerated. Both spices contain antioxidant compounds. Antioxidants help control reactions involving unstable molecules known as free radicals. This is one reason colorful plants, herbs, and spices are valuable parts of a balanced diet. However, antioxidants are not tiny cleaning workers that travel through the body and remove every toxin. Your liver, kidneys, lungs, and digestive system already perform the body's major detoxification and elimination processes. Adding cinnamon and cloves to a nutritious diet may contribute small amounts of beneficial plant compounds. but drinking the mixture cannot compensate for smoking, excessive alcohol, chronic sleep deprivation, uncontrolled diabetes, or a diet dominated by ultra-processed food. The most powerful strategy is not finding one magical drink. It is improving the pattern of your daily habits. The type of cinnamon changes everything. Here is one of the most important parts of this video. Not all cinnamon is the same. The two types most commonly discussed are Cassia cinnamon and Ceylon cinnamon. Cassia is usually cheaper, darker, stronger, and more widely available. It also generally contains considerably more coumarin, a natural compound that can place stress on the liver when regularly consumed in excessive amounts. Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, normally contains much less. The German Federal Institute for Risk Assessment uses a tolerable daily intake for coumarin of 0.1 milligram per kilogram of body weight. According to its assessment, approximately 2 grams of average Cassia cinnamon could reach that daily limit for an adult weighing 60 kg. Although the actual coumarin concentration can vary substantially between products, this does not mean a sprinkle of Cassia cinnamon is poisonous. The concern is frequent, long-term consumption of larger quantities, especially in supplements or heavily concentrated drinks. People with existing liver disease may be more vulnerable. The National Center for Complementary and Integrated Health also warns that prolonged Cassia consumption can be problematic for sensitive individuals because of its coumarin content. Therefore, someone planning to consume cinnamon frequently should pay attention to the variety being used. Ceylon cinnamon may reduce coumarin exposure, but that does not make unlimited quantities safe. Every biologically active substance has a point where more is no longer beneficial. The hidden danger of clove oil. Now we arrive at the most serious warning. Whole cloves used as a culinary spice are completely different from concentrated clove essential oil. Clove oil contains a very high concentration of it should not be swallowed casually or measured into beverages without professional guidance. Documented clove oil overdoses have caused severe hypoglycemia, loss of consciousness, breathing problems, coagulation abnormalities, and acute liver failure. Serious cases have been reported after accidental ingestion, particularly among children. This is where the phrase irreversible changes can become more than a dramatic headline. Although many patients recover with emergency treatment, severe poisoning can damage major organs and become Never assume that because a product is natural, it is safe to swallow. Essential oils are concentrated chemicals extracted from plants. One small bottle may contain the equivalent of a very large amount of the original plant material. Whole cloves floating in tea are not the same as drops of essential oil. Keep clove oil away from children. Never add it to a drink simply because someone on social media recommended it. And seek urgent medical help if a significant amount is accidentally swallowed. The mixture may influence blood clotting. Eugenol and related clove compounds have demonstrated an ability to reduce platelet activation and aggregation in laboratory studies. Platelets help your blood form clots after an injury. Reducing excessive platelet activation may sound beneficial, but interfering with normal clotting can become dangerous for certain people. This is particularly relevant for anyone taking anticoagulant or antiplatelet medication. Examples include warfarin, apixaban, rivaroxaban, dabigatran, clopidogrel, and regular therapeutic doses of aspirin. The exact effect of an ordinary cup of clove tea is not well established. Nevertheless, concentrated clove preparations and supplements deserve caution because clove compounds have shown antiplatelet activity. Watch for unusual bruising, prolonged bleeding from small cuts, frequent nosebleeds, bleeding gums, red or dark, urine, black stools, or vomiting blood. These symptoms require medical attention. People preparing for surgery or dental procedures should also tell their healthcare professional about every herbal supplement. Extracting concentrated spice preparation they use, natural products still count when your doctor asks about medications and supplements. Your liver may benefit or become overwhelmed. You may have heard that cinnamon and cloves cleanse or regenerate the liver. The reality is more complicated. Some plant compounds found in these spices demonstrate protective effects in laboratory or animal experiments. But high exposure to coumarin from Cassia cinnamon or eugenol from concentrated clove oil can damage the liver. The dose, product, and person determine the outcome. A rare case report cannot prove that every person using cinnamon will develop liver injury. However, cases of suspected cinnamon-related liver injury have been documented, particularly with prolonged or supplemental use. Warning signs of liver injury may include unusual fatigue, loss of appetite, persistent nausea, pain in the upper right abdomen, dark urine, pale stools, itching or yellowing of the skin and eyes. Anyone developing these symptoms after beginning a supplement or concentrated herbal preparation should stop using it and seek medical evaluation. Do not continue taking the product because someone claims the symptoms are part of a healing crisis. Your liver does not need to become injured before it becomes healthier. Who should be especially cautious? People with liver disease should avoid frequent high Cassia cinnamon unless a qualified professional has reviewed the situation. People taking anticoagulants, antiplatelet medication, or medications that affect the liver should be cautious with concentrated clove and cinnamon products. People using insulin or diabetes medication should monitor blood glucose and avoid combining multiple glucose-lowering supplements without medical supervision. Anyone preparing for an operation should disclose the use of herbal supplements. Pregnant or breastfeeding individuals should avoid experimenting with concentrated extracts and essential oils because safety information is limited. Parents should never give concentrated clove oil to children or leave the bottle where a child can reach it. And anyone with an allergy to cinnamon, cloves, or related plants should avoid the mixture completely. Is there a responsible way to use them? For most healthy adults, using cinnamon and whole cloves in normal culinary quantities is very different from taking concentrated supplements or oils. You can add a small amount of cinnamon to oatmeal, yogurt, or fruit. Whole cloves can be used to flavor foods or occasionally infused into a beverage and removed before drinking. Choose unsweetened preparations, adding several tablespoons of honey. Sugar or syrup may cancel out the metabolic reason you chose the drink in the first place. Avoid turning the beverage into a daily high-dose treatment. Do not swallow spoonfuls of dry cinnamon, and never add clove essential oil to your drink. When using cinnamon frequently, consider checking whether the package identifies it as Ceylon or Cassia. Most importantly, pay attention to your body and your medications. There is no universally proven therapeutic recipe for combining cloves with cinnamon. Therefore, claims that everyone should consume an exact homemade dose every morning are not supported by strong clinical evidence. The irreversible change you should really pursue cinnamon and cloves may add flavor, aroma, and beneficial plant compounds to your diet, but the most meaningful transformation will not come from one cup of tea. It comes from replacing sugary drinks with water, eating more vegetables and minimally processed foods, walking every day, strengthening your muscles, sleeping consistently, and following medical treatment when necessary. Those habits influence blood sugar, circulation, body composition, and cardiovascular health far more reliably than any spice mixture. Use spices to support a healthy lifestyle, not to replace one. Respect their potency without fearing ordinary culinary use. The truth is not that cinnamon and cloves are miraculous or poisonous. The truth is that the dose, form, frequency, and individual health condition determine whether the mixture is harmless, potentially helpful, or unnecessarily risky. And now that you know the difference, you can make a safer decision. Have you ever mixed cinnamon with cloves? Did you drink it for digestion, blood sugar, weight loss, or another reason? Share your experience in the comments. But remember that individual experiences are not medical proof. Subscribe to Healthy Fruits and activate notifications, because in our next videos, we will continue revealing the truth about popular foods, herbs and natural remedies, separating useful health information from dangerous internet myths. Take care of your body, respect the power of natural ingredients, and remember, the best remedy is always the one used with knowledge, moderation, and responsibility.